So today is February 17th, 2024. We're doing another hike, or more of a walk, because this is a flat area and it's well kept. So this is just a walk. And we're walking along the Rio Grande Riverbank. We're starting from Tingley Beach in Albuquerque, heading north. We'll do about 6 miles or maybe 8 miles round trip. Today we're just doing a walk because this is a flat area. There's not a lot of climbing here, it's all flat. And so I don't consider this a hike. A hike is when you're walking over rocks and doing inclines, and here we don't have that. This is maintained by the city of Albuquerque. I normally don't like this area because there's too many people, and I prefer places where there's less people. Rio Grande River starts up in the San Juan Mountains in Colorado. It crosses New Mexico in the center of it, and it dumps into the Gulf of Mexico. So it's a long way to hike and go doing and exploring the riverbank. And in the winters, when it's too cold, even though right now this is ugly because it's all brown, but I'd really prefer to come out here in the winters. I don't care to go walking in ice or snow. If there's people coming toward me head on, I will shy away and turn to one side, just so that they don't come out on the videos. No.
Why?
Out here in the Albuquerque area, there's people with more of those dogs that are kind of dangerous. They pit bulls and that kind of stuff, and I avoid those. They sometimes attack people, and so here in the Albuquerque area, you see more of that. and that's one of the reasons why I prefer to go to places where there's less people. In the case of walking or hiking, this is really my gym out here, and this is the best gym there is because it's free. You can work as much as you want, take your own pace. And walking and hiking is beneficial for the heart, for the lungs, for the legs, the muscles. So they're going through another trail, so I better follow them. Sometimes I have problems with those big steps, and I have to grab onto something.
Hey David, well we're here, yeah.
Always stay behind the students. That way take the videos from the back. That bridge is Central Boulevard. Out here in New Mexico, you don't have to worry about crocodiles or any of those things in the river. We don't have those here. But who knows if somebody has thrown a crocodile in there. But you really don't see those here. That's one thing about New Mexico that I love, is that there's really not much danger. Well, other than being up in the mountains, that's a different animal. But out here, there's no crocodiles, not a lot of snakes in the river. There's a lot of rattlesnakes in the deserts and in the mountains. But along the river, if there's a snake, it would be a water snake, and those are not dangerous, not venomous. This is Randy, my friend, taking pictures of the students.
Here's looks like the way back out to the trail. 边还有这边是南投县。
And the river is flowing really nice right now. In about another month it will get bigger because of the snow melting up in the mountains. The idea of being a volunteer to take international students on hikes is it's really exciting for me because that way I have this is strange. Here's a homeless encampment along the river, and this is another thing I don't like about the Albuquerque riverbank. There's possibility of running into that. Where in other places you don't see that. There's many times when I go by myself on hikes, but that's only up in the mountains or places that I know that there's not a lot of people. Oh, yeah, we could go that way. These guys are talking in Chinese. I hope they're not saying anything bad or private. So I'm trying to stay behind them. So when you're hiking out here or walking in the woods or away from society, kind of, it's really best to be with somebody. It's not safe to be by yourself. And if you do go by yourself, you should know the area. You should be familiar with what's in the area, what are the dangers and the possibilities. Should always, when you're out in the wilderness, you should always tell a friend or somebody that you trust as to what time you're going to be back into the city and where you're going. And the latest, you should set up a time when, if I'm not back by this day, then something happened. Most areas in the mountains and in the wilderness along New Mexico, there's no cell phone signal. So you have to be careful that if you get into trouble, you may just end up dying there if you're too far out. All of the places I go in New Mexico, I know. I've been going there many years, and I feel familiar with them, but you also need to be aware of your surroundings, not only for people, but also for animals. So making sure where you're at, making sure that that you know where you're heading, because if you don't pay attention, yes, it is easy to get lost in the wilderness, but what I always do is look for a high point and either keep it to my left or my right, or wherever I'm heading, just know that the high point is there. I do carry a compass. I never use it. I have a pretty good sense as to where north, south, and east and west are at whenever I'm out walking. But it is easy to get turned around in a place where you're not familiar with. Like last year, I was at the Tonto National Forest in Arizona, and I went hiking by myself, and I did get turned around. I couldn't see where the trail was at or find it where I had gone in to that area, and I started getting worried because even with a compass, I didn't know which way to go, and that is a very dangerous area. That's a very dangerous position in that case. Everything's fine if you get lost, you don't lose your cool. It's pretty much fine. But if you're hurt or you're in danger, then getting turned around could be life-threatening, because you don't know if you can walk out of there or not. So but for the most part, to just go on a simple walk along a river near a city, or go up to the mountains where there's other people, it's really relaxing and safe. And if you enjoy exploring and doing that, it's really helps. It really works out. To me, this is way better than being on a treadmill on a gym, getting rushed by another person that wants the treadmill in 20 minutes. Out here, I can walk as long as I want to. There's nobody bothering me to take the path, and so I can walk as much as I want, exercise as much as I want, I get to take videos of different sites, and I get to keep motivated for getting to know different areas. There's another biker, so I'm gonna turn away. Maybe they found a porcupine.
Oh, it's a smaller plane. It doesn't have a trail.
I thought you were seeing a porcupine. Maybe it's a UFO. We get a lot of those here in New Mexico. I need to stay behind some more so that this guy's continue to talk privately in Chinese. These are new students for this semester. Each semester my private hiking group for international students grows, and each semester also some of them move away from the area and they also leave the group, but most of them do stay in the group. They say that they like to see what we're doing. Some more people coming this way. As of today, there are 287 international students signed up in my private hiking group. What I do there is I coordinate the hikes and coordinate the hikes with the students and other volunteer drivers, and then we take them in groups. I really like that. To me, it's a win-win situation. The students are trapped in the university. They normally do not have cars to go different places. And the other thing is that, they're afraid to go into the wilderness, and I don't blame them. I don't think they should go by themselves. It's a safe area, but you need to know how to behave outdoors. For the most part, people that hike in the wilderness are very friendly, and we all help each other. If we see something, we all help each other. There's been countless of times that I've gone four-wheel driving into the backcountry and somebody's car breaks down or gets stuck, and I have pulled them out from the different areas. So it is good, but you need to approach people in a friendly way, not be cocky or try to argue with people, because you're out here by yourself, so you should be behaved on how you deal with people. This is a runoff from one of the irrigation channels, and it's going back into the river. This channel comes in from up north, and it feeds into the farmland areas along the river. The water today is very clear. In another month it will be very muddy because of the snow runoff in the north. I'll start heading north here pretty soon and go see that. I always like to see the runoff and see how much water we're getting. In New Mexico, all the water we get is really from the snow. It doesn't rain very much here. This is all loose sand. I don't like walking in sand. It's hard for me. This is Randy over here. It's my friend. We've been hiking, I don't know, 18, 20 years. And we usually go together to explore canyons. I love to explore new areas, holes on the ground, in canyons, and rock formations. So I'm hoping to do more of that this year, and hoping to take videos this time so that I can share them on the YouTube channel. I go hiking every week, once or twice a week, to somewhere, or walking along the river. So I have a lot of videos